happening, you guys? Oh, my face is so very dry. I just got out of the shower and I was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and film this video because it has been an idea for me to film this video for like a few weeks now. So to tone my face really quickly, I'm using Bolden Skin Brightening Toner. And this is from an all-black female skincare company. So shout out to them. I was using their under eye pads or patches for some time and then I ran out. I really did like them. They weren't like super gooey like a lot of companies are. They were more so like based around niacinamide to brighten the skin. They also had some other brightening products in them, I think, or ingredients in them. So I am going to be tinting my brows today. Oriole's like, let me go ahead and bounce because she's not about to be paying no mind to me. Yeah, so I'm trying to think about what eye pads. I think I'm going to these Soaky eye pads today while I do this video. They help with advanced firming plus multi-peptide treatment. They help to diminish fine lines and wrinkles, contours, and rejuvenates. I need to put something on my lips right quick. I'm going to use the Imagermetic Balancing Lip Complex. So, update with my life. I really need to update y'all on my career as an aesthetics instructor. By the way, I'm using Brow Code Stain. This is their hybrid stain in between a tint and henna to have a more bold, longer lasting stain. I think honestly I'm still mixing together the perfect one color and two, learning how long to possibly stretch the color lasting on the skin, because like it can stay in the hairs all day long, but what we really want is it to last on the skin much longer than what it does. Okay, so I'm doing 2 drops of the Perfecto Brown and 1 drop of, no, I did 2 drops of the Brooklyn Brown, which is a medium brown, and the Perfecto Brown is a dark brown. And because I didn't purchase their developer, I'm using the Intense No. 6 Cream developer, and this has 6% hydrogen peroxide. And I'm just gonna mix that in evenly. I'll show. I mix mine to where they are both equal parts. Hope y'all can see. See, this is why I don't be showing stuff on camera, because I'm over here making a mess. Now I done lost my developer. Now I gotta add a little bit more. Okay, I just added 2 drops more. I'm going to use my little dental stick to mix this together. I also have some Q-tips nearby to help with cleanup, and I have like a little cup like this, or a little glass to have some water in it. And this water is also going to be to help remove in the end. So y'all, let's get into this. Okay, being an instructor, I got some little notes. Some little talking points on my notes that I'm gonna bring up. It has been a little over 2 months now, literally like 2 months and a week, that I've been an esthetician instructor, and I am so loving what I do. I have been talking about it for some time, you know, even becoming an esthetician instructor. And being that June was like a pretty slow month for me, I'm like, you know what better time to look into being an aesthetics instructor while, you know, it's slow. So I'm like, this is the perfect time for me to look into this, to see if this is something that I can pursue right now. One thing that had kind of taken me so long to get into this line of work was because I thought that I was going to have to obtain an aesthetics like instructor's license when I didn't. And a lot of people have been asking me that, but you know, in the state of Florida, there are some things that are, you know, just different according going state to state. So in the state of Florida, you do not have to obtain an instructor's license to be an instructor, you know? So I was just really thankful because I really thought that I was gonna have to go back to school and, you know, start a whole program and do all of this stuff that I really didn't want to do. But I was like, well, let me at least look into it. If this is something that I want to pursue, and I should. So what I did was I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. So I spruced up my resume and I just, you know, made myself sound so convincing, like anybody would be crazy not to give me the job. I began to send it to all the schools that I felt like I you know, would be willing to work at. And considering like the commute, I didn't want to have to drive far. I just got a message from my Amazon driver. I never got a message before from Amazon. I love how they tell me that they're like 2 stops away or something like that. So I pursued this career and I got the job. Obviously, it has been so good to me. Good to me. It's good to me because, one, I'm doing something that I truly like love. And y'all know that like I love aesthetics. I love everything about being an esthetician. I love the hard work. I love the challenge of all of it. And it just fulfills me every day. And I tell my students that all the time. And I get new students frequently. So I'm always reiterating that statement that like I truly love what I do. And I tell them like how it's important to love what you do. And I think everyone is aware of that. But, you know, sometimes younger people, obviously people that are younger than me, you know, don't really understand like there's a lot of people out here doing or working where they, you know, have to work just to, you know, make ends meet. If you're going to pursue this, make sure it's something that you really enjoy and not just because you scared of having like a 9-to-5 somewhere where you may not really want to work. Like I get it, but everybody starts off somewhere where you may not necessarily want to be. And even in this line of work you do, like a lot of people think they're gonna just jump into this work and be making X amount of money. And it's like, no, you obtain a license to, unfortunately, start right back at the bottom. And that's just kind of inevitable in any line of work unless you are just well connected. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people look down upon people. I think it's more so like the younger generation, and sometimes even people like that are older. They look down at people that are starting from the bottom and have to work their way up to get to where they want to be. But then when the person is where they want to be, it's like other people are somehow still not, I guess, doing what they would like to be. So then it's like, I don't know. Does that even make sense? Does that even make sense? I like said something but didn't say everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the front of the brow because I don't want my brows to be too dark because this stain stains fast, especially when there's like nothing on the skin. And in my case, there's absolutely nothing on my like brow area. My only thing is I wanted to stain the tail of the brow like really good because that is like my area where I need like the most assistance in is the end of the brow. So yeah, your girl is an instructor. I love it. Trying to think of ways to be more creative in the classroom because even though it's a lot of textbook, it's a lot of theory, that stuff has to be done to understand anything. And I'm not the type of instructor where I just kind of like BS and let them do what they want to do. Like, no, I'm young. I'm around some of y'all's age. I'm older than some of y'all and I'm younger than some of y'all. But the thing is, like, I don't do this just because for the paycheck. I do this because I love what I do and I would like to educate people on the seriousness of this career and the pros, the cons, the things that you may have to work through, the things that people don't learn until they're in the workforce and, you know, working and stuff. And if there's a possible way that I can give people like a little jump start on what to look out for, what to look for, be educated in this, the things that are not in the textbooks and that only come with experience, that's what fuels me to do what I do every single day. So I know sometimes I could sound like a broken record to them or sound like stern or just like super passionate, but I really am. Like I really truly am because there are so many miseducated people that are out there and or telling the people the wrong thing. So I want to be that, you know, vessel to be able to steer people in the right direction. So yeah, y'all, that's what's going on with me. This video ain't gonna be too long. I'm gonna go ahead and tint this other brow. I'm looking out for this package though that's about to be delivered. Trying to make sure I don't miss somebody either knocking at the door or standing right in front of the door. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. How y'all think these brows look? I'm gonna keep y'all updated too in the pinned comment. I'll let y'all know how long the brow lasted. So today is Monday, and Monday the 22nd, and I'll let y'all know how long it lasts. I need to do a brow lamination. This brow looks good. It is very dark. I think it looks good. The stress of doing the second one. I really didn't want to start this second one because I'm waiting on this package. I didn't want it to start and then be like, I need to fix something and then have to run to the door. So a few things that I wanted to share while I, you know, do this other brow. Being an instructor is so fulfilling, it's gratifying, it keeps me busy. One thing that I actually did not take into consideration or even think that would benefit my career as a solo SD or as an esthetician in general is the fact that going over, you know, the curriculum, going over what we learn in the Milady book, it keeps me so sharp and on my game with so many different things that, you know, you don't necessarily use every day. Some things are common knowledge. And then some things like the layers of the skin. That's just something that I don't seriously think about, like every single layer of the skin. Just the terminology, it keeps me so fresh. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this was seriously like a blessing times 100, becoming an instructor. So I really am so even more thankful because of that. And I didn't really even realize that until I started. So yeah, it also allows for stability. That's one reason, you know, another reason that I love what I do. The benefits are good too. So when it comes to whether it's health insurance, dental insurance, if and when the time comes that I would like to, you know, have a child, I can, you know, be dependent on this. And I'm just like, being an entrepreneur, you know, all those things are solely, you know, upon the entrepreneur's shoulders. So you have to plan accordingly. And I still would, but having this, you know, also on my side is so beneficial. One thing that I share with my students every day and other people when I'm talking about being an instructor is how excited I am to come to work every day. And I never imagined that I would even want to be back in the work field and, you know, clocking in for work or being on someone else's or an employer's schedule. But it seriously does not feel like that. I wake up every morning, even those mornings that I'm exhausted, and I'm so excited to come here and, you know, to work. I'm literally at work right now. So no day is the same, even if we are doing theory and we're going, you know, over a new chapter or just highlighting and reviewing a chapter. It never feels like the same work, even when I have new students coming in, because I have new faces coming in. It feels like a new task every single day. There's a new objective every single day. There may be something that, you know, a project or an assignment that I, you know, may think of the night before, and I bring it to my students, you know, attention the next day, which can spark a light in someone's mind or, you know, anything like that where it sparks creativity. It sparks a new flame for creativity, adventure, business ideas, whatever it may be. That is why I do what I do. And I truly, truly love it. I love answering questions that my students may have. And if I don't have the answer to it, I will find the answer to that question. I just really wanted to share that. If y'all have any questions about me being an instructor, why I do what I do, why I practice how I practice, anything, whether it's instructor related or not, please leave them in the comments. I will try to respond to every comment, and please be mindful of what you comment. I think a lot of people get a little bit internet savvy and get a little crazy in the comments sometimes, but just be mindful of what you comment. Be mindful of that you're on someone else's profile, you're on someone else's social media, you're on someone else's way of how I, make my paycheck. YouTube is a form of payment for myself. So just be mindful and be courteous. And I respond back to everyone who leaves a comment that I feel like deserves a response to. So thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of it. All right, you guys, this is my brows tinted. I think I did a halfway decent job for me to be talking through it. I'm gonna take these off. It's gonna be like sticky, gooey, ooey. And probably should take these off this way. I am going to cleanse this off and wrap this video up. Probably could get this off with some water and a little circle round. So you guys, that is pretty much my update, I think, on being an aesthetics instructor. I probably should have did like a Q&A, but I might do a live Q&A or do a part 2 to this video. Y'all think, y'all comment what I should do. This was just a quick update to let y'all know a little bit about me being an instructor. Just a little, like a little teaser. This was a little teaser to get, I guess, some questions for a Q&A video that I'm gonna try to get knocked out quickly. If y'all would like to know more about me being an instructor, I'll be more than happy to share. So I'll see y'all soon. Something's in my hair. Bye, y'all.